Televidente oyente, danke pa vos atención. Laganos pasawar pa nos informe ng di Aruba. Awe Women's Leadership Conference at tumuluga na Aruba e Seketario de Estado, a Sra. Alexandra van Huffelen, tabata de invitadonan di honor ku a hiba diskurso. Ela inicia sua disertação donando elogio na hecho ku den Caribe holandês diferente muenang ku a tene diferente posicionang di liderazgo of nan tabata gente muenang fuerte e determinada.
Because in terms of female leadership, Aruba and the other islands in the kingdom have got it more together than we have in the Netherlands. The government of Aruba has been led by your Prime Minister, Mrs. Wever-Kroes, for 5 years now. A female Prime Minister, it's still something we're waiting for in the Netherlands. Even the former Dutch Antilles had already 5 female Prime Ministers, of which Maria Liberia Peter served the longest, no less than 7 years. And what about other Aruban power women, like the windsurfer Sarah Kita Ofringa, Aruba's own Kabedusha, or Nidia Ecurie, to whom education, theater, and literature in Papiamento we owe so much. And also Virginia Demetricia, born into a family of enslaved people. As a teenager, she decided to resist her master, and thanks to those years of courage, we now know her as the rebel of Aruba. Today, we stand on the shoulders of strong women, these strong women, and they are very important examples for us. So look at my relationships within the kingdom, because together we can strengthen the position of women here in the Caribbean. I think it's fantastic that female leadership is so strongly developed here. Even if it was only because I truly believe that a female way of working also helps to understand each other better in the kingdom. At least I'm hoping that it's going to work like that. I'm sure it will. And to come closer to each other in the coming time. But all at the same time, there are so many women here, but also in the Netherlands, who still have a hard time because they have to bear the burden of a life at home, often on their own, and many jobs to do at the same time, an extra heavy task. And it's crucial that they are supported by all of us, so that radical freedom and equality that de Beauvoir was stating is also there for them. I believe that in every Aruban girl, there is a future Nidia Ecurie or Sarah Kita hidden. A future Evelien Wever-Kroes, Yamara Maduro, Jan Semelier, or Viola Hoitke. And as long as we give them, you and each other, the chance to be free and equal to every human being, I'm sure we can make it. And I wanted to end with a, I think, very important song. Manera e clásico di maestro doble R, Tabisa, Tamuhe, Tamanda Mundo.
Durante a conferência de Women's Leadership aqui, a introduzir a Aruba National Gender Policy. Jocelyn Cruz, presidente da National SDG Aruba Commission, explica de como é manejo nacional de gênero aqui tá assim importante.
The women who have been here, you'll hear your names, who have been part of developing this first gender policy for Aruba. It's 2022. We finally have a gender policy with an action plan and a monitoring and evaluation framework. It is a guide and a plan of action for everybody, for government, for the private sector, for NGOs, and for each and every one of us. Because the reality is that we still have gender inequalities, not only in Aruba, as we know, but the world around. And we cannot have sustainable development. We cannot have progress in our world And we cannot have just societies and fair societies and resilient societies without eliminating discrimination against women. Very often they ask me, why women? Because all statistics unfortunately show that women are the ones, by and large, who still need to advance in social, economic, and definitely still in political life. It's 2022, and we got our first female prime minister in Aruba, and the Netherlands still doesn't have one. Incredible. So, you know, it's not for nothing that we have that. And that's why as well, I put here what the term gender is for all of you to be able to see, because it's a broad term. So the term gender is used to describe.
E televidente, nós invitamos para sintonizar a retransmissão de Women in Leadership Seminar aqui, já webs dia 26 de maio, dia de Assunção, tarde de de mainta e sua noite setor aqui na Dutch Caribbean Television. Nós está guardado. Logo nós passamos a televidente oyente para nos informar na dia isla de St.Maarten. Djabierne último St.Maarten Youth Brigade tene de nueva Seremonia di Promoshon titulá Resilience Prospering in the Face of Adversity. Diferente dignitario, autoridad ng militar, policial, minister ng e parlamentaryo ng tabata presente pa e momento ku 30 brigadier asubi e Saraswati Square na Philipsburg, St.Maarten. E okasyong bira aún mas significante, mirando ko algung dia prome Minister de Educación, Cultura, Juventud e Deporte, Dr. Anders Rodolph Samuel, anuncia ko e organisasyong su petisyong pa financiamento struktura pa ng proyekto ng AKEDA aprobado.
The St.Maarten Youth Brigade held their 9th annual ceremony on Friday, May 20th at the Saraswati Square in Philipsburg. During the ceremony, over 20 cadets were promoted to first-class cadet officers and second-class cadet officers, while others moved on to ranks as high as adjutant. Ms. Suleika Peterson, representative of the St.Maarten Youth Brigade, spoke of how far they have come and what they anticipate in the near future.
Despite these daunting obstacles, we did what we always trained for, to prosper in the face of adversity. Even though we had many setbacks, we still can boast of many accomplishments. Our goals remain the same by continue to build strong character, equip our members with leadership skills, foster commitment and responsibility to self, our organization and the community, developing empathy, caring, peace and fairness toward others. In addition to these beliefs, developing physical and mental training through physical fitness and marching exercises, with the mentorship sessions remaining part of the structure of our weekly program.
His Excellency, Governor Eugene Holliday, and Minister of Justice, the Honorable Anna Richardson, both took part in the exchanging of the shoulder rank slide of the promoted cadets.
E assim, a televidente oyente, e abo que mirando nós temos nos diferentes plataformas ng Dutch Caribbean Television, nós chega final na nos notisiero estelar pa awe, dia Mars, dia 24 de Maio 2022. Pa ami merit sa hakmat sempre, ta um placer pa tres informação importante e relevante te caminda kubota. Do sempre vai nos tabisa, po subir pa nos diferentes plataformas ng, por exemplo, nos YouTube channel e mira tour nos item ng back ku quizás bo a perde, aunque nos repiti esa aqui a noite 10 horas. Nos avisa, cuida es nang di es rondo dibo e nos topa dengan próximo edición de nosso noticiero estelar aqui na Dutch Caribbean Television, paso esa aqui ta e canal pa Caribe Holandês.
Flow Curaçao apresenta el Notisiero Estelar de Dutch Caribbean TV.